departure. 5 days later. He just keeps turning, just goes on, as if nothing was wrong. Jack is in here. I've not seen him in days. I need to tell him. Let's tell him.
Oh.
One day we'll tell everyone everything about us, Ali. All of them.
Maybe we should have told everyone.
Maybe we should have told everyone while we still could. Maybe there would have been ways to make it last.
Let's go back to the door.
Jack! Oh. What is he doing in there?
We need to talk to him.
Jack! Oh, Jack.
At least I still have my hair.
Where can we go from here?
Anywhere we want.
What is this?
I told you I had a surprise for you. Remember? This is it.
What is it?
It's a first version of a fulling mill.
Is fulling the cloth all by itself using the motion of the water wheel?
Yes. What do you think? You'll be able to sell even more cloth, not just wool, like you wanted to.
It's a brilliant invention.
It's a brilliant invention. It's what I always wanted.
Then why do you look so sad?
William Hanley.
William Hamley.
We will go someplace else then, where he won't find us.
He will find me, wherever I go.
You can't just give up.
I'm not giving up. And I'm not running away. And because I'm not running away, there is something I have to tell you. It's not what I want to do. It's what I have to do.
Wish things. I will get married to support Richard. I love you, I do. Wish things were different. I will, I wanna...
Oh, Jack,
What is it?
I wish things were different.
I wish things were different.
What things?
We can't meet again, not like
We
this.
can't meet again. Not like this.
Why?
Oh.
I'm getting married. To support Richard.
To whom?
It's not important. William will burn down anything that I build up. This is the only choice I have. My husband will pay for Richard's expenses. It's the only way my brother can protect our people.
I will marry you.
Tell him how you truly feel.
I love you, Jack. And I always will. But look at yourself. You are a good man, Jack. And monks can't marry.
Then I will stop being a monk.
And what then?
I don't know.
Give him hope.
Maybe when this is over, we can meet again.
But not like this.
No, not like this.
Don't say that.
I have to leave.
Who is it?
What?
Who are you going to marry?
Crap. I have to be honest.
He has steady income from the houses he builds in Shiring and Winchester. And he is a master builder now.
What?
This game.
Dear Francis, once you asked me if I often think of our parents.
I do.
I do. And I often think of the day they were killed. And of how Abbot Peter took us in. Peter raised us and taught us about God. We grew up in the safety of the monastery. Only now have I begun to understand that outside the priory, the killing continued every single day.
Express doubt that God cares, or express doubt that God exists. I'm gonna say exists, but that's just me.
I have come to believe that if God existed, he would not allow all the pain and bloodshed. A few days ago, William Hamley and his men attacked us. Many died by their hand. And among them is Milius. First, I believed I had brought the devil to Kingsbridge, for I thought I had seen him in Lincoln. The last few nights, I did not sleep. I was afraid that in my dreams I might flee from his grasp in blind terror toward the river and drown like Prior James did. But I know this is not the work of the devil.
I wish I had
Man.
some jokes to make about this,
Then,
but I'm like depressed by
where
this.
is God?
I mean, the whole section of the game. The religion thing. I'm an atheist, so it doesn't do anything for me. Yeah, sure. I wasn't paying attention.
Most of what Abbot Peter taught us was right. For he taught us about living in seclusion, away from sin, away from want, away from the world that turns man against man. I know I blamed you for what happened after we got involved with Bishop Wayland. I do not anymore. But I blame our church and men like Wayland, because they involved themselves in the bloodshed. As Peter taught us, I will go into seclusion. The answers I seek are not out there. Maybe I will find them in here.
Put that away!
Stop it immediately!
No, Jack!
Oh!
What?
Jack!
Jack! No! This is not what we do!
Ugh, get off me, you freak!
No!
Oh. Jack!
Take him away! Lock him up!
Dude. They fed me. Like a dog. Eat anyway. Won't fit through there. Not worth trying. I'm no monk. Once I'm out, I will never come back. Philip locked me in. Like an animal. What am I missing?
It's all useless.
Yeah, there was no reason.
Jack.
Mother?
The water duct runs right under the cell. Look for a loose stone in the floor. It'll sound hollow.
Okay.
What? How do you know that?
Mother said one of the stones will sound hollow.
Doesn't sound hollow.
This one looks like it's hollow.
This could be it. The cracks are too narrow to pry it out with my hands.
I'll take the bowl.
The bowl would crack. The slab's too heavy.
Okay.
That's what you get for helping to build walls. They put one right in front of you. I won't fit through there. I don't think so. I don't care who's on the other side. I have nothing to say to them.
Okay.
Nothing.
There's our door.
Mother was right. This one looks easy to pry out, but not with bare hands.
We'll pry this little one off. Okay,
With
now
that
we can
hole, I could lift the slab out. She was right.
Jack, tell me, was it about Aliena? I know about you two. I have known for a long time.
And how did you know how to get out of that cell? How did you know?
Your father. He was locked up in there as well.
Was he a monk?
No. They said he was a thief, but he was not. They hanged him, but he was innocent.
How? How did it happen?
Someone here in Kingsbridge gave him a jeweled cup and told him he could go. A mile down the road, he was arrested and accused of theft.
So it was a setup.
It was like a game to them. They said he had stolen that cup from the Priory.
Who said that?
3 men. He managed to escape the way you did, but they caught up with him. They hanged him in Shiring.
Who were those men?
It does not matter. It is all in the past now.
Once you told me my father was a jongleur, that he came from France.
That is what he told me.
Who was Jack's father? Rumors about Jack's father, early summer of 1141. According to Jack's mother, the rumors about his father's are true. He was really hanged for theft and shiring. Yet Ellen claims that Jack Sherburg was no thief. She was convinced that 3 men are responsible for his death. These men gave him a jeweled cup from the Priory of Kingsbridge and later arrested him for theft. Ellen does not want to talk about the men responsible for Jack Sherburg's death. Who are they? And though she had been in love with the French jongleur, the circumstances of how he'd come to England and where he had come from remain a mystery even to her.
You want to leave?
What if I have family there? There must be someone who remembers Jack Sherburg, right?
I knew this day would come.
I'm not a monk.
I know.
And I can't work here with Alfred.
I know. You really love her, don't you, Aliena?
Yes.
You truly are his son, Jack Jackson. This place is too small for you. After your father died, I went into the forest to get away from it all. But if you live like an animal, then they treat you like one. Do not let them, ever, find your way in the world. And when it leads you back to me, I want to hear lots of new tales.
She's gonna be dead by the time.
Of course.
Those that killed your father, the people they killed, will return to haunt them. I promised them.
Waylaran disrespects you. After all I've done for him. Why rely on him for salvation? There are many priests, many bishops.
Maybe. But you are not making decisions for me either, Walter. No one is. If the Lord wants me to support Waleran, he will let me know.
And what if he does not? What then? Will you allow Waleran to order you around?
And this game. It is a bummer right now. Close the door. It's cold. My family needs an emblem. A coat of arms. So we may never forget our purpose.
I shouldn't weave with the door open. The draft will kill me.
Did I hear something? I must be getting tired.
Whew, it's getting cold.
The next morning. Who's knocking? A visitor?
Yes?
I'm sorry for disturbing you on an important day like this, but have you by any chance seen Jack since yesterday?
Has something happened?
He's gone. We've been looking for him all morning.
Remain calm.
No, I haven't seen him. Does anyone know why he left?
Well, yes, and I'm afraid it is my fault. I had him locked away. But in the end, I just punished anger with wrath.
We'll find him then.
Well, find him then.
My monks are already trawling the woods. I myself will go to Shiring, while Martha is taking a horse to a cave he used to know. Please, don't let this spoil the first day of your marriage, when there should be only reason to rejoice.
Thank you.
Three days later.
They still haven't found him. How long has it been?
3 days.
3 days.
Well, I think he's gone for good. I love him like a brother. But first he tries to kill me. Then he runs off. Woody and his family's sick.
Are you hungry? I think I'll prepare some food.
Great. I'm starving.
I bought them with my own coin when I still had an income. Don't care if I use them up now. Two days later.
We've been married for what? A week?
5 days.
5 days.
That's almost a week. Yet, we still haven't... You know...
You've been keeping your distance.
You've been keeping your distance.
I didn't want to pester you. You seem so... I don't know. Sometimes you look at me like you think your husband isn't a good man. But I am a good man. You'll see.
I mean, he's had his moments. I don't think he's a bad guy. Okay, I can add the eggs now. Where are the eggs?
It still needs eggs.
Okay. Side, there's the wool baskets. I'm glad he never touched me. No, I won't brood about him. Not today. I gotta go get some eggs.
Where are you going?
Oh, nowhere. I just needed some more herbs for the soup.
Huh? I think everything you need's here.
Okay. Let's grab some eggs. Martha brought them, and I have to cook again. 12 days later.
Today, I was thinking about what you and Philip did for our workers when they were afraid that they wouldn't be paid. Offering them coin to make them stay and feel safe. What if I did something similar? How about I could offer them pay in case something happens? Like an insurance. What do you think?
That would be very kind.
That would be very kind.
I want to suggest it to the Prior tomorrow. He said he'd come over around noon tomorrow. Maybe he could eat with us. And you could help me explain the idea. If you want. I think it would be good for you. To do something other than cooking and weaving. You haven't left the house in 2 weeks.
You're right.
You're right. I'd be glad to help.
Ah, great.
Let's add the eggs. Okay, the next day.
Would you like venison with it?
No, thank you. I'm just here to talk.
Ascetic as always, I see.
It just turns more and more into a habit, really.
Okay, let's talk to Philip. What do you got, Philip?
So, you are suggesting that we promise the workers money if the construction is not completed?
Yes, as an insurance. Since the Fleece Fair, they've been quite worried. It would ease their minds a bit.
Yes, especially since they'd know they don't have to finish the cathedral in order to get rich. It sounds to me like we would be tempting them to fail deliberately.
I hadn't thought about that.
Don't be so cynical, Philip.
Don't be so cynical, Philip.
I'm not. It's just so hard to encourage goodness these days. We tried so hard in the last few years, yet all we reaped is death and misery.
The alternative would be to do nothing at all.
Nothing at all. I think Alfred's plan is good.
I think it's not a bad idea.
Nothing at all.
We wouldn't promise them too much, just enough to help them get by till they find new work.
It would ease their minds a bit.
Yes, you said that. Your idea shows great compassion, Alfred.
Thank you, Father.
It's very rare these days to find spirits who still believe in the good of people. Unfortunately. I could never promise them coin, because one cannot give what one does not have. Ever since the market collapsed, Kingsbridge is losing more than it earns. We may even run out before we complete the cathedral.
What? It was my father's dream to build that thing. We must finish it.
Alfred would lose his work.
If Alfred loses his work, we won't be able to fund our battle against William Hamley anymore.
What if we build faster? Make a new plan that will cost less? You always said a finished cathedral could draw people from far and wide, didn't you? People on their coin, right?
Is that an option?
It is. I've seen it done before. I can do it.
All right. I promise you, I will think about your proposal. Oh, milady, your soup.
It's ready. Turned out better this time, I think. August. Let's give her some soup.
Thank you. I'd never thought that my brother could work so hard.
He cares about Kingsbridge.
He really cares about Kingsbridge.
I would never have thought. Really. Alfred has changed. He used to be such a bully. He seems really concerned about things now. About Kingsbridge, about you, about your family. I can't wait for you to give me a little nephew or niece.
Change the subject.
Well, enough about Alfred. Did you get the blue dye I've been asking for?
Actually, I did. It's from a woad merchant in Winchester. Took me some time to find him.
Oh, thank you so much, Martha. I guess now I finally have to finish my weaving.
How's it going?
I'm taking my time.
I'm taking my time. I'm not in a rush.
What does Sir Richard think of the idea?
I haven't told him yet. When he comes here, he's mostly interested in coin. But that's the deal. He fights and I pay. It's an endless circle. The coat of arms shall remind us of who we are and where we come from, so we don't end up losing purpose.
Have you decided on an animal yet? You really should have an animal on it.
I'll sport a bear, an eagle, a fox, or a lion. It will sport a... I'm trying to think. A lion.
It will sport a lion.
Wow, that's a strong animal. I like that. Ali, I'm so sorry that I mentioned wanting a niece. I just thought, in the last month, that you were, well, growing a bit.
Oh, I'm just getting fat.
You're not getting fat?
You forget that there's not a lot for me to do other than sit around and eat.
Then we should take a hike soon. Stretch your legs and get some sunshine.
I'd like that. I would like that a lot.
Don't call me fat.
But not today. I need to finish the coat of arms first. Get it done while I still can.
I can't have Jack's baby. I had to marry to fulfill my oath. Alfred is trying his best. Try to be a good wife. Oh, sorry. I have to keep going.
I have to keep on going. I had to marry Alfred to fulfill my oath. I wish that Jack would have understood. Love alone could never stop William Hamley. Only money and influence. With Alfred as a husband, I can fulfill my father's last wish. And ever since we've been married, he's been working
Hey,
deep
thanks for
into
the follow,
nights
LG
to
Adam. I
finish
really
the
do
cathedral.
appreciate that.
And when he's home, he expects nothing in return. Although I can see so much longing in his eyes. He is trying his best to make our arrangement work. And I try to be a good wife. I did what I had to do when I married him. But what I didn't know back then was that I am pregnant with your grandchild.
You brought this on yourself.
Yeah,
You had the love of your life.
this is the
threw it away.
end of book 2, so don't want to really get it like a lot of stuff has happened and it's been kind of depressing, to be honest. But I've been enjoying it. Unfortunately, I haven't read the books, so I don't know how accurate it is. But I know as soon as this book is over, I'm probably going to need to
Well, pity then that I
end it
can't
because
help
it's
myself.
just, it's been a
First and
lot
foremost,
and
I
it's
blame
kind
that
of
priest who
depressing
turned
me
my
a bit.
son into a monk. But you're a very close second.
I've made my choice.
I made my choice. And I will make it work.
At least you have the backbone to stand up for what you did. We cannot change the past, after all.
So maybe what I'll do
None of us
instead
can.
of, well, let me look at the time.
Jack has left England. There's no possible way to find out where he went.
Yeah,
I want you to know one
book
thing.
2, it's
Jack
probably been
loved
about
you.
6 as well.
For me, that makes you still family. If you can't have his baby, give it to me. I will raise it far away from this crooked world that had no room for my son.
I don't want to give our child away.
Then you cannot stay here. You cannot go on like this.
Yeah,
I have
the
to.
mood of this whole game
Don't you
changed
understand?
like dramatically when book 2 started. Yeah, so
finished.
I define an obscure
I want you
game
to
as something
wear
that's
it when
either
you
kind
go
of
to
forgotten
battle.
by time, budgetary constraints,
To
or
remind
language
us of
barrier.
what we are
So
fighting
it's not
for.
just indie games. It's games that may have been coming out at the same time as like a game that just completely wiped it out, or a game that is that never got an English translation, or it got an English translation but it didn't really click around here. But if you look in I think my panels, I have a list of the games that I've done so far. And it's been a mix of them. There's been some indie ones. There's been some known titles. Well, I say known, but titles that didn't really get attention. Like I did one called Cold Fear, which was a very Resident Evil 4 style game. Many people consider it a ripoff, but it was actually in progress before that. Yeah, and I'm always looking for new ideas. There's so many of these games, and it's hard to kind of keep up with them all. You know, I'm on HIO all the time. Just the other day, I played 6 games no, sorry, not 6, 8 games from the latest Ludum Dare. But yeah, I'm always I love playing these types of games. I mean, I like playing the mainstream stuff too, but I've always wanted my stream to be mainly focused on these obscure titles. It is a noble and proud animal.
Because it's a noble and proud animal. It symbolizes what we should ceaselessly strive to be.
You hear that, Alfred? I'm a lion. Rawr.
Okay.
Grow up, Richard. This is important.
Sorry.
How's the war going, by the way?
It can't go on forever, can it?
It can't go on forever, can it?
The good thing is, William Hamley is turning out to be quite the lousy player. In our last battle, he ran away when things started to get a bit tight. They say he was afraid to die before he settled matters with his mother.
His mother?
His mother?
No one's seen her in years, not since her husband died. But rumor has it she's still alive and joyfully pulling his strings. Mention her to William, and he goes as pale as a sheep. Ali, we are so close, but we need to be careful. We mustn't let our guard down.
Is there anything you need from me, Richard?
The funny thing with this game is I actually ended up
I'll see to it.
Unintentionally double dipping it. I started it on PlayStation 4. Like, I bought a physical copy of the game.
I'll be out for a while. I've got some business at the market with Martha.
Alfred has gotten better. I don't dislike him as much. Remigius is still a total dick. Hamley, yeah, I'm ready for him to be gone. But yeah, I ended up double dipping this game unintentionally. I bought it on PlayStation 4 to start with. I went through book 1, and then I took a break and forgot to come back to this game. And then I got one of those humble monthlies, and it was one of the games attached to that. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's time for me to come back to it. And then I think Twitch Prime had it as a copy of the game as well. So I'm like, okay, I guess it's time. Something's telling me that I need to play this game again. So I started from book 1 again, because I wasn't sure how. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, the choices that you make are affecting the story as it goes on, and I didn't want to try to replicate what I had done months before. So I started from the beginning. Yeah. So the one I'm playing right now is actually the Steam one, just because for some reason I like to see the little achievement pop-ups show up on the bottom of my screen. They don't show up on my stream. I turn those off because they get distracting. But it's one of those little pleasure zone things that I have to have showing. Okay, so Eliana's coat of arms. Eliana's design for a coat of arms serves as an emblem for her family, meant to be worn on a shield, surcoat, tabard, or flag, and carried into battle. Each element on a coat of arms is meant to provide a unique insight into the history and ideals of the carrier, which is why Eliana chose a lion. They are strong and will never stop fighting. Okay, let's get some air, apparently. We never slept with each other. Alfred gave up a long time ago. Oh, I'm confused. Didn't she just say she was pregnant? With a child? Maybe it's with, the brother? No. I won't brood about him. Not today. Let's get some air. Now, have you read the book before, or
You've
books?
almost won your father's earldom back.
Oh, don't say that until it's actually happened. I'll see you later in the evening.
Yeah, I'm sure that he is.
Ah, there you are.
I always wondered what it would have been like to grow up
I've
in
heard
the
good
forest.
things about the
Oh,
books.
it's cold. Very, very cold. When I was young, I spent a night in Ellen's cave. If it hadn't been for her soup, I would have died for sure.
It's good soup. Enjoy the moment. No. I'm not going to enjoy it that way. They say more towns are growing out there. Towns like Kingsbridge. Maybe one day I'll travel again. Haven't read it, but my friends say that the first part I played earlier added so much depth to the character. I could probably see that. Now, I don't know if you know this, the cantor in the at the actual priory is the actual author. He does the voice acting for it. Ever since they've been working hard. It's almost finished now. Let's talk to Martha.
What kind of soup?
Just some broth. Jack had killed a deer earlier that day, but had let it spoil. So it was just turnips and nuts.
Okay,
But
yeah,
hunting
that was
deer
a thing that was
I
affected.
know. It's punishable by death. Jack never was one for rules and laws.
Right. He was always busy with something, just not with what Tom asked him to do.
Jack? Yes. Yes, he was.
The landing site is for logs and rocks. Maybe we could use it to ship wares too. It would help revive the market. Is there any other spots? Beyond the hills. Yeah, we already read that.
You will be an aunt soon.
What?
But don't tell Alfred. I haven't told him yet.
You still think marrying him was a mistake?
I do.
I do too. But you did it for very good reasons.
He wanted a sugar daddy.
So, maybe it wasn't a mistake after all. Maybe it will work. Not in a loving way, but more like a partnership. You two seeing eye to each other.
Maybe. But the baby is not...
What was that?
Oh, great. More? Oh. Oh, the crack. Yeah, Jack noticed the crack.
They built it too fast. Like the Babylonians, they sought to be grander than God, and for this we all have to suffer.
It was the stone roof.
You hated
He
yourself
started
for
building
giving
a
him
stone
chicken.
roof. If Papa had still
Yeah,
been
I
alive,
think I
he
gave
would
him
have
chicken
stopped
as
him.
well.
You're with child. How can you be with child?
I
if
kind of
we never-
expected
My
something
cub is
out of
gone
it.
and will never return. You threw it all away for a life of lies and a kingdom of dust.
Without a cathedral, my mother will spend an eternity in hell. And by God, I hope you won't suffer the same fate for this. I can't stay. Not without work. And not like this. I'm sorry.
Oh, is he a garbage dude and left her?
There's no need to cry. There. We've been crying for far too long now. Where do we go from here?
It's in shambles, with no money to rebuild it. It died down. It's been cold for hours. Let's see if there's anything over here before I go out the door. The house is all mine again. Alfred let King... Oh, come on. Yeah. Seriously, dude. Yeah. I'm not giving him chicken anymore. If I play this game again, he's not getting that chicken.
We will build a cathedral right here, towering high above Shiring. But it will not be a cheap undertaking.
Money is no object. I shall build it for our Lord and my mother.
I wonder
so that
too.
The Lord will heal her.
I am sure he will. Ah, yes, there he is.
Who?
We will need a master builder.
My bishop, I think I have the right man.
My bishop, my name is Alfred Builder.
Alfred, you make your dad sad. Tom was a good guy, and he just besmirched him. Ah, sweet, we're pirates. Oh, the bishop is the worst. Like, maybe second to Hamley. They're both, like, horrible people. Okay. Tried to be kind during the breakup. I do not believe that God exists. That's true. I chose a line from my coat of arms. You supported Alfred's idea to ensure the workers. In your marriage with Alfred, you struggled not to lose hope. You left Kingsbridge for 2, and I finished book 2. Yeah, that's how I do it.
Next time on The Pillars of the Earth. Witness the climactic final part of the series.
It's time we take back what was taken from us.
It's time to face our enemies.
It is time to make a stand for what we believe in.
The Pillars of the Earth. Book 3. The Eye of the Storm.
Now, I don't know if there's